No!
Good morning.
No! No!
You're consuming this
Yes.
bit of news cast
Day, evening, night, on the moon, Saturn.
of October the 28th.
Yes, this is the Barrel Roll Newscast.
Episode, version,
Halloween 6.
Halloween 6. I'm good at that.
Yes.
666.
6-6, there you go.
Yeah,
Episode 666.
Apparently that's how that works.
Just for Halloween.
We'll be down. We'll be here still until 666.
Yes.
How many days is that? Someone do the math. I'm not doing the math.
I'm not doing that.
How many years? That's a lot of years later. It's like 2 years later.
It's a long time.
It's like 2.5 years later.
It's a lot of newscasts. We'll have to start doing them twice a week.
Staff.
Halloween is coming up.
Soon.
It's Monday. So you'll be watching this Saturday, so in 2 days. So don't party too hard this weekend.
Or candy up.
And
Sugar rush.
yes, make sure you have candy.
But not too much.
And if you don't have a pumpkin yet, go out and buy one.
Oh, crap.
Because come Monday, it's going to be too late. Take it from me. I know these things. So,
I live in an apartment. I don't need
you don't need a pumpkin. I'm not getting a pumpkin either. So.
That's fine.
I don't have time to carve a pumpkin.
You gotta protect your house from the jack-o'-lantern.
I just throw candy at them. I just throw candy at everything.
The pumpkin is to protect your house against the headless horseman.
Oh, but I like him. He's Christopher Walken.
Like Walking of the Dead.
Ha! Anywho, time for what we're playing.
What are we playing? What are you playing?
What am I playing? Let's see. I had some sick day.
Equates to what?
Played and beat Batman Arkham City, which the review was up.
Good.
And that was before I was even sick. I just got really into that game. Then I played Shadows of the Damned, and I finished that.
Good game.
Also a good game. And I finally finished Catherine. So.
When I'm sick, I don't get time to play video games because I'm never sick. And when I am sick, I'm never sick.
I was sick enough that I could barely leave my room, and luckily everything that I need to turn around my television and my Xbox is in this vicinity. And then when I get up to pee, I go and change the game.
Oh, see, I would just pee in the bed. Get a catheter.
Get a catheter. Start peeing. No, so
a lot of games then.
yeah. And then I played 5 seconds of Disney Universe yesterday.
Oh, you picked it up?
I did.
Good choice.
So, and that was, it's meant for kids. But luckily I'm a giant 5-year-old, so fun for me.
It's all good.
Yeah, Shadows of the Damned is cool.
So...
Suda51 has this way of taking games and taking classic ideas
and making them better.
and and putting them into our generation. And so I'm sitting there going see, this is I remember playing Mario. You're going for all this, you're trying to accomplish this.
Look at my big boner.
Yeah, and then of course he goes so far over the top with the immaturity that you just have to start laughing.
Did you like that boss that goes, F this, F you, F? Yeah. That was my favorite boss.
Yeah. Just start swearing, and then you walk by and someone's like, yeah, there was a guy that just kept swearing. He went that way. It was kind of rude. And I'm just see, that is how you use.
It feels like that entire game is like a director's cut of itself.
Yes.
He just didn't. It's no, I'm gonna do everything I want in this game, and that's kind of how No More Heroes is as well.
Yeah.
So.
But I think this one, I felt it was a little bit more controlled than No More Heroes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because of the other people he was working with on the actual game.
Oh yeah, because
and it worked out so well.
EA had him on a leash, but not a tight one.
But even the guy who game developer kind of guy, can't remember his name. The guy who does Resident Evil, the Resident Evil franchise things. He's the guy who pretty much built the controls and all that kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, I felt like Resident Evil 5e.
Yes, but Suda51 comes in, writes the story, gives it off to them, and they make the rest of the game. So you're sitting there going, oh, okay, that actually works really well. Because Suda51 can be nuts. And Catherine, the ending, you have to get to the end.
Can be?
Is.
I don't know if you've seen that baseball game of his. That's tempting me to buy Kinect.
One day.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
Just to get that game. Dead Central.
Yes, and that's and Catherine, you have to finish. We've talked about it enough before that I'm not going to go into detail on it. But
I will get sick enough and then I will play it.
Yes, and Batman was awesome, but we talked about that last week because that was the only game that Tony and I had played. So
I played other games, but not big ones like
yeah.
that. So.
No, Shadows of the Damned I threw in. I kept playing, and I'm like, it's got to end sometime. And it did, and I beat it. And I was
it's not a very long game, so.
It is when you kind of, like, it doesn't feel long.
No, because it is repetitive.
Yeah.
Shadows of the Dam is, for all intents and purposes, it's a third-person shooter.
Yeah.
The melee kind of sucked.
I didn't mind the melee.
There was no melee.
Once you upgrade it enough, it's
Yeah,
okay.
it's true. There's a lot to upgrade in that game.
I know. There's choices, and it's not like you sit there going like you're going to get enough of those little gems to increase everything by the end time you get to the end of the game.
You gotta decide.
So you kind of got to make your choices.
What weapon did you choose?
I put everything into the boner,
Mm-hmm.
and then I started putting everything into the dentist.
Was that the machine gun?
Yeah.
No, I put it in the shotgun.
Which is also a good choice. You end up using all three of them a lot.
Yeah.
By the end of the game, so, and then by the end of the game, I'd kind of evened off on the dentist and the shotgun. So no, I had fun. What about you, Tony? What have you been playing?
I didn't get sick.
No, you didn't.
I got a little bit ill, but not deathly ill. Played Limbo on the PlayStation.
Yes.
On the PlayStation Network.
Love that game.
It's so weird.
Love that.
It's. I can't tell where I am in the game because there's no sense of progression.
No.
And it's challenging, but not impossible.
Yes.
Either. Like every time I get stuck, I'll just get frustrated and be like, throw the controller down, go eat something, come back and I'll do it.
Yeah.
'Cause it's not hard, because the solution's there. You know what you need to do.
You just kind of,
But
and sometimes you just need to take
well,
that
the one-
5 seconds to kind of just.
The
go
one
down.
puzzle that got me tripped up a lot was, I'm not done yet, but the
Yeah.
one puzzle that tripped me up was the one where you hit the lever and then the world starts rotating, and the box, you gotta push the box to the ledge,
Yeah.
and then it goes over and before the boulder comes. No, I got stuck on that one for a little bit, because
Yeah.
I was like, my mind didn't click in about where the sense of the rotation of the world was.
Yeah.
So I thought you had to jump from the boulder thing across, so I was like, trying to jump over, and the death animations are so morbid.
I know.
Especially when the part where you get flattened by things.
Yep.
Like you get flattened, and then it's like you can see the guts
Yeah.
being pulled apart. And like,
They hold nothing back, and considering that you're playing like a 10-year-old kid.
I still don't like. I know what the story is, but they don't really do not a good job of explaining the story. But I think it's part of the charm.
You're not really
Like
supposed to know.
it's like Braid.
Yeah, you're not really supposed to. All of a sudden, you're just
It's-
like there.
It's you for some reason you're fighting. I've never been more afraid of giant spiders before that game. It's like, oh my god, run away from the spider! It's
And the
coming.
fact that everything's just like that monotone black gray
Yeah.
black thing, and all of a sudden the spider like just kind of
It's
like,
like-
and you're like, oh no.
Because like you don't run very fast, and then by the time you see it, you're screwed.
Yeah. No. It's,
I think what makes the game bearable for the challenge is that there's no loading times.
yeah. No. It's just.
It's just like you die, and then like 2 seconds later, you're back there like, oh,
Redo
great,
it.
I get to redo this one again.
Again.
So it's like, oh,
But the nice thing about that game is I have not talked to a person yet who has not had an issue with like one of the puzzles. Like someone has been tripped up at some point in that game, no matter who I talk to. They
Well, it's
have
like
all
Braid.
won. Yeah.
Braid is exactly the same thing, and I love those 2 games. So.
Yeah. So.
Well, obviously. And that's the reason why I'm kind of holding out on Bastion, because I know it's on the Xbox and PC, but
Yeah.
so is Braid and so is Limbo.
And it'll
It'll go to PlayStation sometime soon, eventually. So I can hold out.
You can wait.
What else did I play? I played a disc game, I can't remember what it
You
was.
played a game on a disc.
Shoot. It was earlier this week. Batman, I think. No.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na.
I almost loaded up Infamous,
Oh, yes.
Festival of Blood.
Ah.
And then I fell asleep. It's really late. I'll definitely get to play it for Halloween. I like how they timed it for the seasonal.
Yep.
It's funny though, actually, the Festival of Blood actually doesn't take place in the Infamous universe either. What it is, it's you've played 1, right? And 2.
I've played 1 and most of 2.
So the story actually takes place at a bar, and Zeke is actually trying to pick up girls. So he's making up the story about Cole being turned into a vampire, and the entire story is being narrated by Zeke. And like, yeah, I totally knew Cole. He totally turned into a vampire, and started fighting vampire dudes, and that's how the story is narrated.
That actually makes me happier to
It's
know
funny. It's funny too because it's like.
Because I was kind of upset that they were just throwing vampires into.
No.
the
There's a
game.
reason for it.
But it's like
It's
Red
for
Dead
story.
Redemption. They're like, here, zombies, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
I like my cowboy game without demons in it. So
Or horses of the undead kind.
yes.
Or unicorns.
So yes.
So
That is what
not
we've been
not too
playing.
many games
Not
for
too
me.
much.
Just,
I
occasional
would
iPad games, stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say I've been playing crossword puzzles on my phone.
I played Dungeon Hunter 2, I think that's what it's called, on the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
And it is I bought it for $1, so I'm not gonna say I'm losing out. But it is pretty much Diablo on the iPad.
That's not bad.
Dungeon crawler. You look for loot and you kill things, and there's multiplayer. So it's good. It looks not good. It looks like a PlayStation 1 game, but it was also $1.
It was $1.
And I'm not gonna complain about that.
I will, but not right now.
Cool.
Should we get into the news?
Newsing.
Since it is our Halloween episode.
I like.
Right off, I'm just gonna say we decorated our website,
If you have noticed.
and we're doing as many things kind of Halloween themed as possible,
Halloween-y.
which is hard for us.
I'm okay.
Like the video's okay. Scanner Darkly's kind of a
It's not.
tripped up movie.
It's weird.
Yeah,
Scanner Darkly is fun.
and I'm probably gonna do Disney for that Disney Universe game for my next review, and it involves costumes.
Should have done a costume quest.
I thought I'm in between the two. I'm still kind of questioning which one I'm gonna do. So, because Costume Quest is a fantastic
It's
game.
literally Halloween game.
You trick or treated it, which for a 24-year-old is fantastic because I can't trick or treat anymore. So
Morally.
yeah, morally I can't, and I'm a big believer in Halloween. So
Nothing goes wrong with Halloween.
yeah, nothing can, nothing at all, until we switch bonds.
What?
I don't know. Do you want to start?
News for this week.
Yes, gaming news for the week.
Grand Theft Auto 5 is a thing.
It is.
It's got announced.
That's all it's
couple
been
days
so
ago?
far. Yes.
Couple days ago?
Then the internet exploded with mass amounts of
Speculation.
Yeah.
Just based off of the logo.
yeah, that's it.
And that's all it's. We're recording this on the Friday, and there's still like 4 days left until they actually show anything off of the game.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
I'm totally thrilled.
I'm excited because Grand Theft Auto, is when they start coming out with when games start coming out with subtitles, I usually make it my rule that I will try like one, and then I will stop buying until
San
like the
Andreas
number
is
comes.
really good.
And that is what I hear. And I mean,
San Andreas
I didn't have a PlayStation, so I couldn't.
Xbox.
Well, I didn't have an Xbox back then either, so
Oh, maybe.
I was a GameCube kid. So
Sorry, no Grand Theft Auto for you.
no.
Well, maybe the Grand Theft Auto 5 will be for the Wii U. as
Wii
well.
U. That's seen
Because
some people are kinda-
Rockstar is saying that they've been doing something with the Wii U.
Yeah. So that could be exciting. And
Rockstar said that they're saving their Grand Theft Auto numbered titles for
big one.
like huge sweeping changes.
Now-
Like with Grand Theft Auto 3 to 4, that was a huge change.
Oh yeah.
So
One thing I did hear, and it was just speculation, but it did kind of get me excited, was if they went over to Europe, like actually like hit London or something. And of course it wouldn't be London because it's Grand Theft Auto, so they would name it something else. But
didn't they already do Grand Theft Auto London?
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, they did.
Or was that 2?
Grand Theft Auto 2 is London.
Yeah. But that was a top-down
Yep.
shooter.
So
And it would be
maybe we'll-
really cool to see something other than like American
We'll actually get a
architecture.
getaway. We'll actually get a getaway game on this current generation of platforms
Yeah.
rather than the getaway that got canceled.
Yeah.
Silly Sony. What were you
And at least that
thinking?
would give them an opportunity to get out of all these ridiculous accents that people keep doing and just go with English. And I mean, British English is still, they could have fun with that, but
Mhm.
but that was one speculation that someone was like, it'd be cool if they did that, and I'm like, I agree on that one. Get out of the
first
States.
comment is a penis
Yeah. Well,
doing penis-related things.
yeah,
Really, internet.
that's what the internet does. So
4 days, 18 hours, 55 minutes.
till Grand Theft Auto 5, the trailer.
Do you remember the first time they did Grand Theft Auto 4? Like they had the logo
Yeah.
and the countdown. I remember the first time I saw that, I was like at school. I was like, hey, refresh. And
You don't
then
have
like,
to refresh any.
well, before then the internet sucked, so it was like the internet crashed when everyone was trying to watch the video.
Yeah. So
That'll probably happen again.
it will, but nothing we can
What is
do.
4 days from now?
What is 4 days from now?
I think it's on the 2nd. Bill Root.
1, 2, 3. No, first.
First?
First.
The Tuesday. This coming Tuesday, we'll see more, and we'll probably glance over again next week.
That's a good segue, by the way,
I like
because
segging and ways.
on the 1st, guess what goes free to play, Tony?
Superheroes.
Superheroes go free to play. DC Universe going free to play on November 1st, so one day after Halloween. And they lied to us because they said
It's
October.
October. That's okay.
I will forgive them just this once. So, but yes, it's going free to play. We've talked about the free to play model already on the newscast.
We've talked about it before, and I am elated.
I'm excited. I'm stoked. I can get DC Universe on my console for free.
And computers.
Yeah.
And anything that runs.
I'm just excited to play an MMO on my console.
It works really well. I was in the beta.
Yeah, so I'm excited for that.
It's good.
And so November 1st. So
guys, get your...
And then if you spend, what, $5, you stack up to there's a whole pricing model that we've talked about before, so.
Are you going to use the voice chat? Do you have a Bluetooth headset?
You have a Bluetooth headset.
We can talk Bluetooth.
We could.
It'll be good, because voice chat is in there as well.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
I'm gonna try, just like, I'm not gonna put any money into it. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see.
I know
just like the gameplay kind of thing.
Oh, I know it's gonna be amazing. So I know indefinitely I will.
And if that's the case, then I'll throw the $5 in and do my thing and step up to.
It would be bad if like DLC was like $4.
Yes.
That would suck.
But.
And then like you'd have to buy 2 things or something.
You know it's gonna be $4.99.
No, then that would be like, what, 5 or something?
Yeah, I don't think they'd count the tax.
Yeah, they would.
I don't think so.
Either way, that would be kind of dirty.
It would be, but that's what they'll probably do, so we'll see.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited. It's cool. And
is there a way to preload the game, you think?
No, I don't think so. So everybody's just gonna have to, like, PlayStation Network's gonna crash.
It would. That thing is big. I've downloaded it once before. It's a couple gigs.
It's gonna crash.
I think Battlefield 3 is going to be up on the PSN soon too.
Oh,
As a
really?
digital game. It's like 10 plus gigs.
Good thing I got that big hard drive. And no, I'm excited because I kind of want to check it out before I do another MMO related thing, but we'll talk about that later, so I'm not going to get into that right now. And we're just going to go on to, what do you have, Tony?
We've got Mario Kart 7 news.
Yes.
In Japan, at least.
Well, and you know whatever happens there slowly works its way over here.
Not really. Not all
Well,
the time.
for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mario Kart 7, when it comes out on the 3DS soon, this November, right?
Yep.
December.
Yes. Sometime before
Christmas. It'll come with a steering wheel that you can, steer with your 3DS like the Wii game.
Yeah.
And that sounds like it could be all right.
Yes.
At the same time, I mean, you have first-hand experience with this, and I have a limited experience with this. 3D with motion gaming doesn't work because your eyes always kind of get skewed off.
I found they did something in Star Fox that worked. Like, I could actually sit there and do the gyros, and I'm not sure if I was just moving my head with it, like I just got into it.
You look extra stupid doing that. I mean,
You do, and I mean, Mario Kart on the Wii I got with the Wii wheel.
That's fine.
Because then you have a party, you get like 4 people in a room, and you all look like idiots together, and it's more fun with.
And now
the wheel.
we get to look like idiots with our little screens doing like this.
But then it makes me not have a handheld anymore. That's my issue with peripherals for a handheld device. Is that
How many times are we gonna actually use this thing too?
Yes.
That's another thing. Like
That is
the
no-
Wii wheel, the one for the wheel or the Wii.
Yeah.
You can use that for other racing games
Oh, yeah.
if you're gonna play racing games on your Wii.
Yeah, this one just is.
I can't see that.
I'm not a fan, and once again, it makes my portable gaming not portable, which bugs me.
It's extra bulky. It's not compatible with the slide pad or the analog circle extension.
Yeah.
So confirmed.
It only fits your original 3DS. So.
It won't. Yeah, if they ever do a software update.
So,
Or hardware update.
I'm not a fan, and they're doing a lot of peripheral things because they worked for the Wii. And
It kind of worked for the DS, but
and I'm
not
kind of
barely.
scared. Well, but the DS had the Guitar Hero one, which was cool.
I was thinking of buying that. It was like $5.
Yeah, that one was cool. And then after that, they're
Well,
like,
I don't
here's
think-
more peripherals, and I'm
Well,
like,
at least I don't think it's being sold with a system, so that's good.
Oh, it's like with the game.
Yeah, it's just sold separately.
Oh, that's good. If I get one for free, I'm not gonna complain.
If I get a gold one like the Wii Wheel one was, yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna complain if I get it for free, but
Or gold.
otherwise, no.
It seems okay. And,
No, not something I want.
And that's with Star Fox. I didn't like the whole side moving my head. Just
See,
I want to play
when
my games in 3D, but I don't want to have to lose that stereoscopicness to Disney.
I got into it when I played. I moved with it. So.
I wouldn't do that. It looks so weird.
You do, and I mean, I did it in the sanctity of my own home, so. And then I switched back to the joystick controls when I can play it in public. But
Mhm.
so, no, I don't like peripherals for handhelds.
That depends, I think is what. Like Guitar Hero pulled it off well.
Yes, Guitar Hero was cool, and I mean Guitar Hero, you need one.
You can't get away with that.
Yeah, so I just don't want to have to carry around a whole new bag just for my 3DS.
I did that with my old Game Boy, my old monochrome Game Boy.
Yeah, everybody had that for their old monochrome Game Boy.
Like either
the
like a
actual-
light
Yeah.
or like some sort of battery pack extension
Yeah.
thing.
with like the little game slots in it. Everybody had that case.
Yeah.
But that it was cool back then.
Remember the magnifying glass?
Yeah.
Oh, that was weird.
Yeah.
I begged my mom to give me that. I'm glad she never did.
I had one for my Game Boy Advance. It worked well.
I had a light for that Game Boy Advance. I remember when the SP came out. That was like, there's a backlight on this? I can play underneath my blankets?
Loved that too. And it got so small, it was lovely.
Clamshell design.
Yeah, clamshell, that was wicked. Loved it.
I love I like the clamshell design.
Yep,
Protects the screen.
it does. More news?
Yep. What's up?
Going back to my MMO, and I see, it's funny, because I believe I said something last week or the week before when you started talking about Final Fantasy, and I've yet to talk about my old addiction. Which
Hey, we're cracking your...
we are
we're
popping
cracking
my MMO WoW story, because I've played it. It's not like I'm a WoW virgin or anything, but
that.
now
Oh, I'm the WoW virgin.
I will say I have been playing Warcraft games since 1994.
They're really good.
So
In
I don't
fact-
just play World of Warcraft because it's World of Warcraft. I play it because it's Warcraft. Period.
Minus World of.
Yeah, they could drop the world of and I'd be happy. I don't care.
They would lose a lot of people though.
Well, that's because it would no longer be an MMO, but
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Warcraft 4, but this will have to do.
That would be a nice day.
So I told Tori that I'd stop playing this game until they put pandas in the game and let me change my clothes. Well, guess what?
Halfway there.
The jerks heard me. So the next expansion is coming out. They've announced it. It's the Mists of Pandaria.
It came out, actually, it got leaked a couple months ago, actually, or a month ago.
It always gets leaked because
The
the idiots,
ESRB.
the idiots buy their the ESRB and they buy their URLs. So everybody kind of knows what the next expansion is going to be, but now it's official.
Yep.
You can play as a panda.
Panda, if Pandaria didn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yes, you get to play as a gigantic bipedal panda.
That just makes it sound scary.
They are scary, but they're wicked. I love them. And they play for both factions, which is a new feature for the game.
Evil pandas?
You can be evil or you, well, but see, evil's relative, man. The Horde doesn't think they're doing anything wrong.
But they are.
No, not if you're a Horde. Then the Alliance are
Do you run Horde?
I run both. I swing both ways.
Oh, your panda can go swing both ways now.
Well, no, because once you choose a side, you're done. So,
You pay them $50.
or you can pay them, yeah,
I don't
$50
know.
or however much it is and get your character switched over. So, and then in the next patch, they are letting you transmogrify your clothes.
That's big news.
So you can actually but with only certain items.
How's that?
They're limiting what items you can transmogrify.
Well, I guess there's a
your
lot
stuff
of different
into.
items, right?
And I think they're trying to keep people away from putting their Santa clothes on. Like we have festive clothes that you can wear during Christmas.
I'd always be Santa.
And so people were really complaining about that, going, we don't want people running, I don't want my tank looking like Santa Claus. And I'm like, why? That'd be wicked, for one thing.
Santa all year round.
And they're like, it would break the lore. And I'm like, it's World of Warcraft, guys. There's people in the old games that don't wear, clothes and can take 800 hits. So don't give me that crap.
Exactly.
It fits with the lore. I want to be able to, but see, I should be able to wear my eye patch now. So like I said, Blizzard heard me.
And there's a new class too.
And they're adding a new class.
Well, has the class always been in Warcraft?
Nope.
Okay.
Monk is all new, and it's pretty much a rogue hunter-y type. It heals. It deals damage.
DPS healer.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. And of course, everything but.
A lot of people are getting into the monks nowadays.
Yeah, Monk's a big thing.
Because I know D&D 4th edition, the Player's Handbook 3 just got monk as well. And I'm not saying that PHP 3 has been out for like a little bit. It's been out for a long time, but I know there's big stink over the monks in that game as well because
They took them away though, didn't they?
they did for a little bit, but they also they took them out way. I think it might have been in 2. Took them out of in 3 and 3.5, and then added them back in 4. But a lot of people are complaining, especially my friend, anyways, because he doesn't like how they added a separate like power source for them.
Oh.
Like, I don't know how the monk will be in World of Warcraft, but in D&D, they do some sort of psionic powers, and they had to create a whole new set of a power source for these monks.
See, the one nice thing about Warcraft is they're like, we're adding a new hunters are going to use focus. And I'm like, oh, goody, something new that I have to learn. No, it's pretty much energy. It just recharges at a different rate. Mm-hmm. Like, they're all the same. Like, everything in that game, energy-wise, is the same. Because people complain that one class gets something better than the other classes, so. And they're changing the way you get talents and all that fun stuff. And then, if...
level caps.
Level cap's going up to 90.
New.
And if you sign up for a year...
Oh, wait, you missed...
Oh, the Pokemons. That's right. You can catch them all. Oh, it's in my other browser. Pet battles. So all those little pets that everyone's been collecting, or that I've always been collecting...
he can fight against himself.
I could just have my whole army. Actually, my guild could, because my guild leader has more pets than I do. So.
Oh man, guild battles.
Yeah, we're gonna go hard. It's gonna be great.
First person to call their guild Pewter Jim.
So, no, you can pet battle. So it's kind of like Pokemon. They set it up, and I'm not sure if it's turned. They're still working on all this stuff. So
I imagine it's done.
Subject to change.
I imagine it's mostly done. Like they have the concept done.
I'm still waiting for my dance studio. That was supposed to come with
Burning Crusade, right?
No, the Lich King one.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to. It's on the box. Like for the game, you buy the game, you look at the back, and they're like dance studio. Learn new dances for your race. I'm like, yeah. You load up the game, and I'm like, where's the dance studio? Because I got it late. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, where's the dance studio? And they're like, har, 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 very funny, jerk face. And I'm like, no, really, where's the dance studio? So then I went online, and I'm like, oh, they haven't added it yet. And now we have another expansion coming out, and I still can't change my dance.
Dancing.
So
hey,
hopefully...
Hey, Blizzard. Dancing.
So hopefully pet battles make it in, because that sounds exciting, and I have a lot of pets. And... I want to use them now, so I think that's all of the new news. And I mean, they're
Warcraft based.
There's some other little things that they're adding, but
I know nothing about it. He knows a little bit more.
They're kind of adding different kind of quests, that kind of stuff. Blah 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 blah. They're just changing the way the game's playing because people are leaving for these other MMOs.
DC, Rift, Guild Wars 2,
Star Wars. Which people are into the beta and then quitting the beta.
No, my friend apparently likes it a lot.
I've heard a lot of bad things.
I think I called it too.
You did. You called that ages ago.
I'm not interested in this game.
Yeah. I was intrigued.
I was interested, but then I actually talked to my friend who no longer worked for BioWare, and I won't call him out his name, but he no longer works for you guys. And he literally said, now that I'm contractually obligated not to talk about it, I don't really like this game. Because I remember Tim saying, this is getting a pretty cool game. And then he got laid off or something or other. And no, don't like it.
I'm still intrigued, but we'll see. But
I'd like to see someone play it. I don't think I would ever want to play it.
I would like to play it. But I'm not going to pay to play it, so I'll wait till they go here, have 10 days for free.
Or they go free to play.
Like everything else.
That's not World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft has free to play.
Up to level 20.
Yeah, then you have to pay.
That's not a lot of levels.
That's enough. Well, for a guy who doesn't know what he's doing, for me that's like an hour, but...
Yeah, that was like, jump! I'm not used to my MMOs with jump. That doesn't make sense to me.
Jump, I love it. Anywho, if you already have Warcraft before October 18th, if you had an account, if you activate it or resubscribe and sign up for their annual pass, you get a
bunch of stuff.
You get a mount.
For World of
Warcraft.
It's a horse. It's got wings.
It's a horse with wings.
Death wings. No, wait. Something.
It's Tyrion's horse, so they're Diablo 3-ifying a horse kind of thing. For
Diablo and World of Warcraft seem like they could be in the same universe.
Diablo's too dark.
Yeah, but there's some pretty dark moments in World of Warcraft.
There can be, but then you look at the animation and you go.
But they can do some sort of crossover.
They could. Well, especially with portals. They both have portals. So.
Don't want to do that.
So you get a mount. You get into the beta for Mists of Pandaria. And you also get Diablo 3 for free.
So to calculate, how much does this cost?
It's about $160.
Okay, so Diablo 3 is probably going to be $50, $60, $60 bucks?
$60.
$60 bucks.
The horse will be 25.
25. Is that?
That's how much they charge for mounts.
Okay, 25. And I guess World of Warcraft beta, how much would that cost?
Priceless.
Well, unless you could just pay them $160 and get it.
Yeah. So.
Okay, so $60 plus 25 is 85-ish.
Yeah.
So we'll say 90 just to be. You think a beta test thing would be worth 160 minus whatever that is?
You know, honestly, I don't know. But if you're gonna continue playing World of Warcraft,
it's in your best interest.
then yeah, you might as well sign. Like, I mean,
It's in your best interest.
so I'm still hemming. I'm waiting for the next patch, and then I'm gonna probably sign back up.
I don't care. I'm not gonna get the L3 up.
I want to be able to change my clothes,
You will.
but I'm gonna wait till they release the patch, and then I'm coming back, and then they'll be like, man, a lot of people came back as soon as they could change their clothes.
What if it's after the beta or after the release of the expansion?
It's next patch.
What if the next patch will be after the expansion?
It's not. It's in like 2 weeks.
Oh, I don't know anything about World of Warcraft.
I looked this all up the other day when I was hemming and hawing about signing back up for World of Warcraft.
And now you have greater reason because you get a pet.
I get a mount, never mind
Oh,
a
no.
pet.
Screw it. You get mounts can screw those
I get a
pets.
flying horse pet thingy.
Yes, you do.
Nay.
So
Staying on with Blizzard, are we?
Yes, there was a BlizzCon
Yes.
over the weekend. That's why there's so many Blizzard things
There
going on.
is.
We could go on forever about Blizzard stuff, apparently, and I don't even care much for them.
Like I said, I like Warcraft.
Well, you know what though? They released a trailer for Heart of Swarm,
Yes, I know.
and you know, I don't like real-time strategy games at all, and this made me go, shit, I want to play this game. It's such a good trailer. It really is.
Yeah, but that's what Blizzard does.
But
They're like, here, look at all the pretty shiny, and then you're like,
no, the gameplay stuff looked too alright.
the gameplay stuff is fun, and
So, and I have an unopened copy of StarCraft 2, whatever, Wings of Liberty, Collector's Edition, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is owning all 3 of them, and Collector's Edition boxes unopened, seeing how much I can sell them on eBay for.
it's the 3.
As
I
a
was-
copy.
I was mad, and because I think this is a total Activision move on their part, splitting into 3 games. So,
I don't know, how long well, the single player for Wings of Liberty was only like 4 hours long or something like that.
I forgot now.
I think the most criminal part of this is the fact that you need to have each individual game to play online. So only Heart of Swarm people can play with people who own Heart of Swarm.
Yeah.
Or the Protoss one, which is like,
The other thing that bugs me
Something
too
like that.
is the new Battle.net.
what did they change?
Well, before, if you owned StarCraft,
Mm-hmm.
you could have a Battle.net account and it was attached to the key.
Yeah.
So that, and I mean, that makes sense. So, but you could just keep remaking accounts.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, the new system attaches your key to like the first login thing that you do. So that's fine, because that stops people from who, have 8 bajillion wins from
It's
coming back.
Smurfing.
Yeah. From coming back and beating the living junk out of
Someone like me.
me.
Someone-
So that's a good thing, but at the same time, they got rid of I forgot what they had called it, but you could install the multiplayer on another computer,
Mhm.
and as long as you were just playing LAN, you could install it on 800 computers in your household
No, that's fine.
and play online. But you can't do that with the new ones. You have to, if one guy, he's like, I like playing multiplayer with my son. To play with my son, they have to buy 2 versions, 2 copies of the game.
Yeah, because you don't have to buy like 4 copies of Rock Band 3 to play Rock Band 3
Yes.
with people.
So people were upset about that.
That's kind of backwards. And it's a PC game. I mean, I remember when
Yes.
Borderlands came out, my friend bought it and he was like, yeah, let's go play it at his place. And I was like, okay. So we installed it on 3 computers.
Yeah.
And we had a great time.
Yeah, LAN. I can understand, like, okay, if Dad wants to play online, you want to play like online, like really online, needing 2 copies.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because you needed that for the old one. But if you just wanted to play against each other across like a nice wire that attaches your computers, I just don't see an issue. But
apparently they do.
apparently Blizzard did at some point.
Blizzard has a lot of interesting developments.
Yeah, but the cinematics are gorgeous,
Oh, so
and the gameplay will probably be fun, and it'll add new units to the game. So
Not many.
just enough, and more to multiplayer
Well,
because they took a lot of units out of multiplayer.
Out of it?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
when you play.
Well, I think that's what they should add just way more, not just like a little bit. They should add way more, just because they're isolating these
Yes.
multiplayers.
But like I'll put it like the first game was human campaign.
Mm.
So if you played through the human campaign, you had medics, you had all these like units, and then you go to play multiplayer, and half of them aren't there
Balance.
because they don't have them for the other 2 races yet.
So do you think if someone were to actually want to play real StarCraft 2 multiplayer, they should just wait for the Protoss campaign?
Pretty much, you should like. So once the Protoss one comes out, you will have a complete game.
Because this one's gonna come out eventually.
Because what got me about that is I play single player to learn how to play, so I can go into multiplayer with a little bit of knowledge of what I'm doing. So I go into multiplayer going, okay, I'll play some human rounds just to get into the mix. And so I'm like, I'll build these units. No, you won't. They don't exist in multiplayer. And I'm like, oh.
Is it? It's not highlighted out though, is it?
No, like they just do not
there.
exist.
That's so.
So you start a multiplayer match and you're like, hey, I'm going to build some of these guys, and then I'm going to put this on this building so I can build some. Those don't exist in this.
This is definitely an Activision choice to split them like that.
So,
Terrible.
well, because Blizzard didn't even know what they were going to do for this story until like a year ago. So,
It's true.
whatever.
I like to believe Blizzard has it all written out already. I mean, it seems like their type of thing. They also probably have the next 3 expansions for WoW built up as well somewhere
Hopefully.
in a notebook like something.
I think Pandas is a last-ditch effort because people have been wanting Pandas for a while. So,
Now is that just the community or is it?
community-wise, people want Pandas.
It's so weird.
Pandas are wicked.
Wait, can I play free World of Warcraft and play Pandas?
No.
I'm not playing it.
Free, you get the original races.
No.
So,
No.
you
No,
get
not,
dwarf
no.
or an orc.
No,
So
extra,
those are the only 2 races I play.
extra no.
Because they're authentic, like Warcrafty. So
Anything else?
I got one
BGs?
more thing, video game wise.
Shoot.
The eShop, Nintendo's shop for your 3DS at this point in time, and probably the Wii U when it comes out.
Yep.
You can use it from your PC or smartphone eventually.
That is Stark. I read that as well. It's a Stark, not upgrade, but
No,
Stark change decision for them. 'Cause
And
I remember them doing a lot of smack talk about the mobile phone industry, saying blah 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 blah, destroying.
just the game wise, you can
destroying-
still not play the games on your mobile phone,
Mhm.
but you can order them through your mobile phone. So they'll have an app that you can download and go, like, here's the eShop, this game just came out,
Are
download.
they gonna push it to your system when you download it?
Yes.
Okay.
Essentially, that's the plan.
That's cool.
So it's like Xbox Live. I can go on my computer.
That's what I like about Xbox Live too.
Yeah.
Like I can be at home, like I'm gonna download this Alan Wake expansion.
Yep.
I get home, it's already there. I'm like, cool.
So that's what they're trying to do with your smartphones and your PCs. So you can actually order your
I don't-
stuff, go home, and bada bing.
That seems kind of lazy.
Yeah.
Because if your 3DS can already go online, why would you want to purchase it from a separate source?
In case, because it's Wi-Fi, you don't have 3G. Unless you're you and you hook up your phone to your 3DS. Or let's say you're in a place, like you're at work, and you're like, oh, that thing just came out and I have to remember to download it, so you minimize it,
Okay. That makes sense.
It's the same thing with Xbox Live.
Well, I think it's because Xbox
Except
Live's a little bit more diverse.
Stationary.
It's also a lot more dynamic too.
Yes.
So, I mean, when was the last time you were really excited for a downloadable game on the 3DS or DS for that matter?
When they keep giving me free stuff.
Well, yeah, but oh man, they should really push out those next 10 games.
I know.
Like not just reveal, like just here you go, they're downloaded.
Yep.
Just do that, because for those of you who downloaded your Ambassador games for the 3DS, pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Like you have to go to the back options, and there's no download queuing. There's no.
I know.
Oh, they need to add just add background downloads or queuing or something like that.
Yep.
Or a cart or something like that.
But yes, that's it for me for gaming news. You?
I'm tapped out.
You're
on video
moving
game.
now? We're moving to movies?
We're gonna stay on a little bit of video games first.
Okay, well, it's a segue.
Segue into movies. Man, it's transitions.
Movie news.
Movie news. Wait, anything with Notch this week?
No.
Nothing? Nothing?
They're finalizing the game.
Notch watch.
They're finalizing Minecraft, so Notch has been not quiet. He's just got nothing to say because he's working on like.
I guess he's busy.
Yeah, because the release of Minecraft is coming.
November soon. It's November something.
Not
Wait,
the Skyrim date anymore. They changed it.
Wait. Not like Minecraft's finally coming out officially.
Yes.
We stole the game.
If you were in an alpha, you pretty much just like.
Or even now.
Yeah, buy it now.
Please.
If you're one of the 3 people that haven't bought Minecraft.
And we know who you are.
Anywho.
Movie news.
Segueing.
Into video game news as well. Phoenix Wright is getting his movie if you haven't figured it out. If you haven't learned.
I've learned.
They released a screenshot of the dude what's going to play Phoenix Wright.
He's not white.
Phoenix Wright was never white.
He's white.
That game takes place in Japan.
I know, but he is not Asian colored.
That's okay, he looks alright.
He does, he looks really cool, and I mean his hair is slicked back with 800 pounds of gel, so.
That's kind of amazing. And the camera angle, they released a screenshot of what this guy's gonna look like. I don't even know what his name is. Probably some no-name guy. The trailer is coming out next week sometime.
Yes.
And the film is actually done filming, I think. It'll be out in February, this coming February.
But not in English.
I'll have to download it or find it in some digital forms of it. You know, how most Japanese things are.
Although I don't see how it's objection. That's all I have to do the entire movie. Everybody would be. You pay to see that.
I would pay. I've paid lots of money. I already paid money for a lot of Phoenix Wright. I would do a lot of things for Phoenix Wright. It's an amazing game.
It is.
But and I already seen. They also showed pictures a month ago about some screenshot tests.
Oh yeah.
Based off some of the sets, and they looked really similar to sequences from the video game, like maybe if I know you probably never played Phoenix Wright 1, but in the first game the first case that you actually ever go on takes place in some sort of like a lake festival area where there's people on boats and stuff like that, and there's carts and trolleys. That's in there in the movie, so that's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be translated eventually. Do you think this will ever get brought over?
I doubt it. They have a hard enough time bringing the games over.
I know, they just canceled localization on the most recent one.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sad about that. I'm not saying it was going to be a good game, because I didn't like Investigations 1.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a little too slow. But the actual games themselves are amazing. I mean, I love Apollo Justice. He's the new sort of Ace Attorney, because they retired Phoenix Wright in the game story. He's still around, but he's just not.
He pops up every once in a while.
Yeah, he plays a major character in that one, in Apollo Justice. So, this movie's gonna be amazing, and he's popping up his finger like, take this, and he's got this piece of paper. I'm like, hey, if there's no giant objection sign, like digital, I'll be upset.
Like with Scott Pilgrim kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing.
Hopefully that's how it works.
And the Japanese, they know how to do their weird stuff.
Yes, I mean,
I give them credit for that.
You're going to give it to anybody, give it to them. So,
So that's exciting, February. And
February.
trailer next week.
Yeah, so
Next
Tony
week's-
will look at that. Can you decipher Japanese?
No, I'll make it up as I go.
Okay.
It's pretty much objection.
Objection!
Take that.
Take that! I found something kind of interesting online for movie news.
Okay.
Harry Potter,
Yep.
the 8th film and final film,
Wait, 8th is in like part 7
part 2,
Okay.
is not out yet.
Makes sense.
You cannot buy it yet.
Well, yeah.
But Warner Brothers has already said that after December 29th, you can no longer buy any of them.
Okay.
They are pulling a Disney Vault thing and locking away Harry Potter.
Because they like money.
So, yes. So, essentially, Harry Potter 7 Part 2 comes out on November something or other.
Sure.
And
in time for the holidays.
Just in time with the holidays, along with, of course, the 8-disc box set.
8 disc, maybe probably like 10.
The 8-movie set.
A lot of discs.
It's a lot. Well,
It'll
unless you buy the
probably
Blu-ray.
It'll probably be in the shape of Hogwarts.
No, it's just in a box.
Really?
Yep.
They're not even...
Nothing fancy.
No, not in the shape of Hogwarts?
No.
The steel case Hogwarts?
No.
I would totally buy that.
I would buy that. But so yes, you literally have like a month to buy Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows or whatever it is, part 2, before it is just gone.
That makes sense.
And I'm like, at least Disney gives you like a year.
Do you think retailers are actually gonna do that?
They're supposed. You have to send your stuff back. Like that's how it works.
I don't think
So,
they'll do that.
I hope they don't.
They
but
won't do that.
I'm probably.
With all the movie rental places, not Blockbuster obviously, but like movie rental, it's gonna be impossible for them to do that. They won't do that.
So we'll see. I'll probably end up picking up the DVDs. Just because I can save $50, and I don't need Harry Potter in high def. So
I don't like Harry Potter as much as other people do. I appreciate it.
I like the last
Oh,
in the books, because I'm a dark and evil person on the inside. The books get darker as they keep going.
This is true.
So by the 7th book, I did not see part 1 or part 2 because I was like, I'll just wait for part 2 to come out and then I'll watch part 1 on DVD and go see part 2. And I didn't do that either, so I still have to see like the last 4 movies.
You're not missing out on much. People die.
Yeah, and I mean, I know the story. So that's why I'll probably just buy the DVDs because I can save myself a ton of money because I'm like that, so. So yes, Harry Potter.
That's coming out.
They're trying to
That's the
screw
thing.
you out of Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Merry Christmas. Oh, I mean, Happy Halloween.
Terrible. Okay. We got a big one this week.
It's exciting.
So, apparently Joss Whedon didn't think he was working on enough projects with the Avengers movie.
No.
So, on Sunday, this most recent one, he revealed that he's been working in secret about a movie that's a Shakespeare thing.
It's a Shakespeare play.
It's called Much About to Do Nothing?
Much
To Do About Nothing. Oh, all right. I turned off my internet. It doesn't work. So the thing is that everyone has been working on this in secret, including
There's a long
Nathan Fillion and a lot of his past work. It's pretty much his version of Dr. Horrible sing-along blog, where he got everyone to help him do it.
Except he kind of told everybody about.
But then no one knew about it until
Yeah.
a week ago. So
it's a micro-budget film.
he just did it.
Yeah.
He just did it.
He just did it.
Again, he just does things. Apparently, Avengers was not enough for him to do. And it is there's a nice press release somewhere. Oh, there you found it.
Opens.
So cast includes Nathan Fillion,
Amy Acker, who's been in a lot of. She was an Angel. She was in Dollhouse. Alex Denisov, who is Wesley in the Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Angel series. Sean Mayer, who was Firefly, Simon.
pretty much anyone who's worked on Joss.
Tom
Whedon,
Lenk
I think.
is in it. He was one of the nerds in Buffy. But there's so many. I mean, it's not a huge cast. But
I think what surprises us the most is that he's like, I'm not going to tell anyone, and you guys can't either.
and no one did, and he worked with a lot of loudmouths.
Phillian tweets everything.
Yeah, and so does Sean Mayer. So like that's.
It's like, how did he must have spent more money going like, shut up guys, don't talk about this.
Yeah, never talk about this ever again.
Until like now.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
We don't know anything about this movie other than it's a Shakespeare movie.
It's based on a Shakespeare play, and there's original music.
I'm okay with that. Wow, 12 days is what it took him to concoct this, because it's done, right?
It's done.
When is it coming out?
Well, it's done preliminary filming.
Oh, you mean it's in post-production now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now they're cleaning everything up and maybe having to call people
What would
back.
Joss Whedon do?
And Joss Whedon, I read a thing on the Avengers movie. He one of the guy Loki, the guy who's playing Loki. It's like, well, how should I fall here or whatever? And Joss Whedon's like this, and he just launched himself off of something onto his head, and they're like, are you okay? He's like, yep, that's how it's supposed to be done. And I'm like, he's such a magician.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. Well, you know what though? I think his Avengers is already done filming, so that's probably he's like, I'm bored. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, and this is kind of what he wanted to get into, was this micro filming thing.
It's either all or little things for him.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to go halfway.
Go big or go really, really small.
Dr. Horrible.
But don't, like,
No.
this television thing.
Yeah, no, Fox was like, I think, burning far
Yeah.
too many times. So, that's exciting. They'll be out.
It'll be out
Probably.
at some point.
That's fine. This will probably be out before his cabin in the woods.
Hey-oh.
Oh, 3D movies.
They don't all have to be in 3D, folks. They really don't. What else do you have?
Walking Dead, just want to update real quick. I know you don't really watch it, but much like its second season, season 3 has already been announced. Because what happened with the season 2, it got announced that they were bringing them back for the second season after the first episode of the first season. And much like the season 2, I think the second episode aired on Sunday, and then they were like, no, amazing, bring it back for a third season, you guys.
I'm
And
fine
so they
with
did.
that. It's a good show.
So,
It's a really good show.
like, it's outstanding how, if it can get renewed this fast, everyone should watch it.
Yeah.
Like, there should be no one that should be like, I don't want to watch it.
You should at least give it a shot, because it's that good
It's
that they're going to
amazing.
renew it, so. I enjoy that.
It's such a good show. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually doing a little bit better now. I haven't watched episode 2 yet, but I have it downloaded.
Oh, there you
I blame school.
go. I've
and
been in
video
school
games.
for a lot of
And
things.
video games. And movies.
So, well, I tried to, so is that it for
Yeah,
anything else?
I mean, there's a little bits and pieces, more trailers.
Yeah,
You guys can
there's-
find them later.
There's a lot of trailers, but
It's that time of year, so.
I bought Captain America.
Blue BD. Have you actually watched it yet, or is
I
it still in its
no,
its
I watched
packaging?
it. I watched it.
Good.
I watched the one shot with Agent Coulson.
How is that one? Is that
Yeah.
better or worse?
It's just Agent Coulson this time. It doesn't actually connect any part of the movie. He's on his way to see Thor's hammer, and he thwarts a robbery.
How badass is he?
Oh, he's like insanely badass,
He's
and
so
and
awesome.
hysterical at the same time. I peed myself.
He should get his own TV show.
They really like Agent Coulson could honestly have his own show
It's
on TV, and they could pull it off on TV because they don't need a huge budget.
no.
So, because he could just handle like human-y type stuff. Like
Whatever
on my
shit-
way
whatever-
to, yeah, on my way to go like see Cap. This is what happened.
Mhm. Like a one-shot TV series.
Pretty much like
in
just
12
like,
episodes.
and yeah, 12 episodes of just random. They don't even have to make sense together. They can just be like these little one-shot things, but make them a little bit longer. So
He seems amazing.
So-
I want to watch that.
yeah, I will. I'll next week or something. Otherwise, site news.
So news, we, as you can visually see,
Yes. site
well,
news.
we're celebrating the
Hallows Eve,
holiday.
because I like Halloween.
I enjoy it.
I enjoy scaring children, which is what it's all about.
Boo!
So, we decorated. All that stuff will go away on November 1st.
Ish.
No, it'll go away November 1st. I take my Halloween decorations down like right away, so I'm not like these people who leave it up and then decorate for Christmas and then leave those up until like the next holiday, which
So
is
it's
like
Halloween and
Valentine's.
Christmas at the same time?
Yeah.
Why is that pumpkin got a Santa hat on it? That sounds amazing,
It's
actually.
the Nightmare Before Christmas all over again.
Oh man, good movie. It's a great movie.
So our question of the week, not as many votes this week.
How many votes do we get?
Like 17,
Aw.
which was not as good as like the 200 and some last week. But
It's still-
Lure from the planet Omnicon won. Don't vote for them. Magneto came in second, and Darth Vader and Team Rocket's Giovanni tied for third.
Why did no one want to be the Joker? The Joker's fantastic.
I wanted to be Jarl Axel because he's amazing.
And then on the website, actually, I contradicted it by saying I wanted to be the Shredder.
Also a good villain. So, I don't know.
I think the Joker would be fantastic.
The Joker would be fun. Magneto, I think, is a good answer too.
You know what the funny thing is? There actually is a character in the DC universe that has the exact same powers as Magneto.
Oh, yeah.
It's weak as shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's the difference between you and Magneto? What the hell?
Magneto's been practicing for a really long time, and he's a very angry person. So,
Yeah.
we also said to ask us questions.
There's a multitude of ways you can contact us.
Yes, and some people did ask us questions this week.
I enjoy that.
We pretty much know them, but that's okay.
What do we got?
You should talk about the lie that is cookies, because I promised cookies if people ask us questions, and then I I put right in the thing that cookies are not real and are just a word used for warm, fuzzy feelings. So, what? Oh.
Here's what I think about your cookies.
There you go. And Graham thinks that we should discuss why all delicious things are a lie.
No, that's not true.
Well, the cake is a lie, and
Cake
the
is-
cookies are now a lie.
Cake is not a lie.
Cake's totally a lie.
It's totally not a lie.
There was a cake.
There's totally a cake.
Totally a cake.
Delicious.
And there's
delicious.
cookies somewhere too, especially when they're warm, fuzzy feelings. They're always around when we're here. So, other than that, nothing overly exciting. Reviewed Batman.
I hear it's a good game.
It is a good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I did not like how everyone ran stories spoiling the ending for me. Thanks, all of you.
See, and I did not.
Well, they made the impression that, I'm not going to say it, because it's still kind of new.
Yes.
But they put the impression that it happened like in the first couple hours of the game. And I was like, okay, if this happens, then some more crazier stuff is going to happen.
Yeah.
No, that didn't happen until like the last 5 minutes of the game.
And then you went, oh,
That's
saw that coming.
Yeah, I was waiting for it to happen.
Yeah. So
And then when it happened, I was like, oh, there's got to be like
12 hours of gameplay
yeah, I'm
left.
like, no,
No.
credits roll.
So,
I hate you.
and the DLC's coming out November 1st. Nightwing's coming out. I'm not excited.
I'm more excited for Robins.
And I'm still not all that excited about Robin. I
Oh.
have Robins.
Well, how much is it like? Is it gonna be like $3 or something?
I don't know. I hope so, because the DLC, they honestly add a few challenge maps, and you get to play as Robin or Nightwing in the challenges. So, like, and that's it. You don't get to play with them in the actual, like, city, which I think would be insane.
That would require a lot more work, though.
I know, but I'm okay with that.
The developers wanted it out for this Christmas, though.
Yeah, well, they should have worked harder.
They've been working probably since the first one. They have. There's video proof of them working on
I
it
know.
since the first one.
I know.
Oh, Arkham City Easter egg.
See, and the other stupid thing is it's not posting anymore, I think.
Hmm? What's not posting?
They broke their Facebook feed thing.
What?
It doesn't post like that your movie posted,
Hmm.
because they're jerks.
You did on Twitter.
It did on Twitter, I know, because I retweeted it, but
I didn't.
so I'll work on fixing that.
We'll take a look at it.
Our Facebook, if you follow us on Facebook, we apologize at this point in time.
Follow us on Twitter too.
Yeah.
Twitter was guaranteed to work.
Twitter always works.
Until fail will.
Yeah, I did that. Hump Day Humor was.
It was good. We got something coming up, Halloween-y-ish.
They were both Halloweeny.
Sunday is coming up. It's not over. It's not scary.
So Tony, you were talking about your Sunday night mixture.
Worst cutaway ever. Or greatest. So that's coming out on the Sunday. It's
Yes.
not a super scary thing.
No.
It's one of those Japanese ghost-y things without spoiling it. But it's not scary, but oh, it's scary for one person. No. No. I don't get scared.
Graves
Or yes, ghosts and Skyrim's coming up.
scared.
Not really. I watch a lot of scary movies. What are you talking about? Yes, I was completely frightened with Friday the 13th part.
I know you would.
Whatever it is.
7,
Ding,
8.
ding, ding, ding. So, next week's huge. Oh my god, next week's so
I'm gonna leave reviewing Uncharted, I think, to this guy. So
it's
that's fine. It's gonna be completely biased in anyways,
gonna be amazing.
unless it's really, really bad.
Wow.
And then all you'll see is a picture of Tony crying. It looks something like that. Otherwise, nothing particularly new on the site.
Yeah. What's coming up next week for new games? Real quick, I guess. Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Modern Warfare.
Yes.
Apparently that's a game. You like shooting guys and terrorists.
And not flying planes or driving tanks. Your choice.
I'm not excited for a lot of new things.
No Uncharted next week. That's it.
Oh, Mario might be coming up next week. 3D Land? I hate that thing.
I don't know. I pay no attention to anything anymore. So things just come out and we get emails and tweets about it. So And I go, hey, it's out. Other than Uncharted, I know Uncharted's coming out and Zelda's coming out next month. So. Yeah. Those are my big ones that I'm sitting there going, okay, I will save money for you and not play Warcraft and spend money on subscription on that. So.
Everything's going subscription based. I hate that.
I hate subscription based.
Uncharted's getting a subscription.
I know.
It's so weird.
I don't like
I think it started with Free and Modern Warfare, whatever.
seasonal.
Elite.
Yes.
That's what they call it.
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
It's,
You can look at maps and stuff and actually access stats. You mean like I've been doing in Halo for.
you mean like in Battlefield 3?
You mean that they don't charge you for it?
Battlefield 3 superior. Even on the Xbox version with lower res textures, still superior.
Hey man, you can load the textures.
Not on the slim Xboxes.
No, but you shouldn't have a slim.
Slim Xboxes are alright.
But then you're not going to be playing Battlefield.
Well, you can just get 5-bit hard drive.
I know, but
There's a way to have hard drives for that.
I know. But if that, you know, real people can play games, don't buy 4 GB drives.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Unless there's a way to stream your data.
Which there isn't.
Right, internet
They're working
sucks.
on that.
Internet sucks right now.
They're working on the next interface thing for the Xbox. It's supposed to have like all your save games and stuff with you when you like port your guys over.
You mean like on the PlayStation?
Yes.
My friend crashed his PlayStation the other day. He's like, oh man, I was already signed up for Plus and everything. I could have backed up all my save data. No, he lost like 90% of his saves. Because he only backed up like Batman and like Battlefield.
Anywho, folks, before we just start talking like crazy people.
I'm okay with talking about crazy person, but that's alright.
Yes. Bye. Have a happy Halloween. Stay safe.
Don't let the monsters get you because no monsters come out and get you.
No.
The monsters never come out on Halloween.
Just watch out for the people with costumes. And my house.
And swamp members coming out of the bushes.
Yeah. Yeah, stay safe. Dress in not all black so you don't get hit by a car. And remember, capes do catch on fire.
And get caught in wind turbines.
Merry Halloween, everybody.
Don't worry about it. It'll be post. It's fine. Ow! Hey, ow, my neck. I need that.
Get this out of shot.
Main screen turn on.
Bum, ba, bum. This is what always happens before the show. It's a little uneven. I'm gonna go with it. Hold on.
That's fine.
No, it's not.
Stop jumping over the test.
No.
We've been over this.
No.
This is how people die.
Oh. Fine then.
And that's how dogs are reproduced.
That's how dogs reproduce?
So that's
By
apparently.
going over their desks?
I watch science shows. I know how this works.
Wow.
It's very proven. It's proven.
Are you ready, sir?
I'm always ready.
Oh, that's not what I need. Read Chaucer in front of the camera.
I'm okay with that.
Holy tweets, Batman. And just let me get to our flail book page.
Flail book. More like an amazing book. Oh, I gotta turn my phone on.
Okay. Okay. So that's up, and we do have a couple questions.
Please send in things.
Yes. If you continue to watch, this is now the bloopers. So
Wait, what?
this is the bloopers.
Oh,
I'll put them at the end.
I'm okay with that.
No, they were at the end of the last episode.
I know.
I know. Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Good evening.
Ready? We have intro music.
I know.
You can say hi today.
Oh, that's
for your,
scary.
for your Sunday thing, yes.
It's scary for one person.
Hi.
class going on here or something?
No, we're working
no.
on another project right now, that's all.
Yeah.
And you got permission to use the room from?
Oh, we're
no.
sorry, we didn't know we had to.
No.
Yes, you have to. You have to get it from Student Enrollment Services.
Okay then.
Otherwise, we'd have, it would be locked up.
Okay then, well,
All right.
we'll get out of here then.
Keep it for next week or future weeks.
Yes, and yes, keep that in mind for when we need to do that. Sorry about that.
No.
No, I mean, if
There we go.
Spoiler. Machine.
We can teleport.
It's a special ability.
Yes, so when we shoot on location, apparently we can get kicked out of the places that we film.
We could be in trouble, I guess.
Yes.
As long as
so,
we make money.
yeah. Oh wait.
We do. No, we don't.
No, we don't. So you were talking about your Friday or your Sunday time
yeah.
waster.
Not too scary for people. Hey,
It's our live studio audience now too.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing?
You can talk. We'll
Hello.
cut this. It's okay.
It's fine.
Okay. Oh, is this the barrel roll thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Because he can't leave the school, so
You can't leave.
Hello.
it's our camera now. So
Hey, we're technology.
yes, we are.
Teching.
We were in a classroom, and then the security guy came and was like, "Are you supposed to be in here?" And we're like,
No.
"We're just working on a project. And it's like permission." We're like, "Oh."
Yeah, we did.
He was nice.
He was friendly. He almost kicked me out yesterday.
Actually, I think when classes aren't in, like, when there's no classes scheduled in a classroom, they are moving for student use.
Yeah.
Does he?
Yeah. I like our
November 11th.
November 11th. Oh,
Skyrim.
not interested.
I'm slightly interested.
I'm not.
Slightly.
Food and Fallout 3 and with the Fallout 3, I'm there.
They learned from Fallout 3.
They
We
did.
supposedly worked on Fallout 4.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
That'd be nice.
Just rumors of hinted, rather. But
Well, I'd be very disappointed if Fallout 4 wasn't coming out.
Especially after 3.
After failing with Vegas?
I do not discuss Vegas.
So buggy.
not a fan of New Vegas?
I just didn't like the whole way the story started.
I hated the bugginess of it.
Yeah, you want a bolt miller.
You get shot in the face, and they're like, you wake up, and it's like, hey.
I have to reconstruct your face. This is what it might look like.
Yeah. No, wait. Did I make something like a wrong choice? And it's like, yeah, it's supposed to look like this.
Oh, that's not.
Yeah.
It's buggy.
I wasn't a fan because there was no truly good faction in the whole thing.
See, I didn't get that far.
Huh? Okay.
But then Matthew Perry's in it, so I keep sitting there going, I think I should play this game.
Anyways,
Have a good weekend.
lights. Halloween. Whoa, sexy.
You told me not to climb over desks, so I'm climbing over tables.
The desk is a table.
By your